I would definitely recommend an apprenticeship to somebody else.
The teachers were very supportive.
The great thing about an apprenticeship is you're not only getting the qualification, you're also getting the work experience as well.
Coming back and redoing my functional skills has been the top thing of my year so far.
I'm David Carter. I'm the head teacher at St Bartholomew's Church of England First School in Crewkerne.
My name's Katie Dew, I'm 20 years old and I work at St Bart's Primary School in Crewkerne.
My name is Robert Dowell, I'm 18 and I work at St Bartholomew's School in Crewkerne.
My name's Bethany Wright, I'm 18 and I'm working at St Bart's Crewkerne.
For us, employing an apprentice was an easy decision to make. As a school, we're passionate about people's learning and development. So for me, to employ apprentices who are learning on the job, to see those young people coming into our school and actually developing their skills to help the pupils, it's amazing and a wonderful thing for us to do.
And I did quite well on my GCSEs, really happy about that. And then I went to college for a couple of months in Taunton, but I decided it wasn't really for me. So I decided to do an apprenticeship instead.
I always knew I wanted to work with children and I wasn't really sure why until I took my apprenticeship because it's so rewarding and you get something out of it.
I found that college wasn't really for me and doing another year at college I couldn't do it, so that's where it came to doing an apprenticeship.
When we decided that we wanted to recruit an apprentice, we contacted SS&L, where one of the managers there helped us through the process. We invited candidates to look around our school to make sure that we were getting the right person for our school. We made a really successful appointment and our apprentice successfully completed MVQ2 and has now gone on to her level 3. And we've also since taken on another 2 apprentices, one at level 2, one at level 3, and they're all doing really, really well.
So within my apprenticeship, I do a variety of things. I do one-to-one work with children that find it hard in the lessons. Sometimes I would take them out away from everybody else and do a slightly different thing. I also teach phonics lessons. So I work with year 1 children, teaching them spellings and spelling sounds.
Then I do some one-to-one work with special needs children, which is really, really good because it's setting me up for when I try and get a job. I'm getting those skills.
I usually have I would say a brain teaser, I would say, before everyone gets going. We have something on the board. I support them with that.
I also help out with things like PE and music lessons, which I find really fun.
So I have my own art group as well, and I do a club. So I really enjoy just using my skills and just helping, using my skills to help the kids progress.
Working with SS&L has been great. As a provider, I find that their standards and expectations are really high, which is really important. Whilst there might be some challenging discussions for our apprentices, it does them the best, really, to make sure that they can be the best they can possibly be.
SS&L training providers are really good. They're really helpful and you can tell they really care about their students as well, because I will email my provider and she'll get back to me the next day or as soon as she can. Sometimes I've emailed her at 11 o'clock at night and she'll still get back to me.
Any questions I have to ask, I email her and I get answers pretty much straight away. Yeah, I feel really supported. Any problems I've got, she listens to me. Yeah, she's great.
We get that communication as well because it's not, you don't need to be in the classroom all the time. You can have emails and making sure that we're on task.
The great thing about my training sessions at SS&L is that once I use it, I can then come back to the school and apply it.
A thing you have to remember is that it's not like school. Teachers don't follow you up if you don't do the work. You have to really have the right attitude to do it in your own time. And that's something I found quite difficult when I was 16 going into this. I was like, oh, she'll nag me about that, and but they don't. You need to take that responsibility and do it yourself. But if you can do that and get it done, then I suggest you do an apprenticeship.
The most challenging thing about getting the qualification is actually finding the time to do it. But that's where SS&L are really good because they will contact the people that you work for and they will find the time for you to do it while you're working, so you don't have to fit in all the work at home.
So to actually employ apprentices is really beneficial for our school, as well as having these young people working in our school and improving outcomes for our pupils. It's great for staff as well because, of course, they're working alongside these young people and developing their skills and developing their middle leadership skills as they progress as well.
A really good experience, and it's experience that you need really from when you're coming into full-time work. That whole full-time work thing, that routine, that really does stand you in good stead for when you're going in the future and you're going into a proper job, really.
The great thing about an apprenticeship is you're not only getting the qualification, you're also getting the work experience as well. So when you come to finishing it and you get a proper job, you know where you're going with it and you're not just thrown in the deep end. And as well as that, if you go to uni, you have all that student debt and you don't get that with an apprenticeship, and you're also getting paid alongside doing it.
College doesn't work for some people, and that's not, you haven't failed because it doesn't work for you, and there's other ways to go about it. And I'm still in education, but no one would ever think that because, you know, I'm working hard and earning money, and it's just a fantastic way to do things. And when I was at school, there was one kid doing an apprenticeship in our class, and we were all like, why aren't you going to college? And now I wish I'd done an apprenticeship at the same time as him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the best thing. Yeah, you should do it.
Employing apprentices with SSNL has been a really rewarding experience, and I'd certainly consider doing that again, providing that we have the support and the capacity to do so. And I would heartily recommend the process to other schools as well, looking to bolster their workforce.
You get unique experiences when you're working in an apprenticeship, which you wouldn't get if you were doing college or university.
I would definitely recommend an apprenticeship to somebody else, because before I did it, I thought the only way was, you know, you do your GCSEs, then you do your A-levels, and then you go to uni. But actually that doesn't work for everybody, because it didn't work for me, and that revision and the exams isn't something that I could do. Whereas as an apprenticeship, you just do your coursework and you have about a month to do it, and then you know it's done and you know you're going to get your level 2 at the end.
I have recommended apprenticeships to my friends because they've all tried college as well. They've finished college and done quite well, but they didn't realise that you can do apprenticeships when you're older. It's not just when you're a school leaver, you can do them whenever. So one of my best friends is doing an apprenticeship as well, so we help each other out with coursework and stuff.
If you look now, more people are taking on people that have been in apprenticeships more than they are in university because of that experience.
I think I can do it. So I've taken the class with guidance, and I just feel like that's really what I want to do. I work in year 1 and 2, and I just think they're so lovely, and I want to be a teacher.